It's another Friday night in Abaco, the 22nd day of January, a brand new year, brand new month. And it's crazy in Abaco. You recognize that every weekend they have about 6 to 8 emergency flights of people fighting for their life in car accident, bar fight, stabbing. It's crazy. The hardest thing to do in Abaco is to stay alive. The younger people believe that thing called COVID-19, that's a myth. That's for somebody else, that's not for them. Can't get it. They're not watching what's going on. 400,000 people have died in America. Close to 5,000 people per week is dying in America. Nobody is paying attention to Abaco. What just happened in America when the new president, boy, you always waiting on a new president, boy, but did he drop an atomic bomb in the heart of Nassau when he said that every American or anybody else coming to America has to quarantine for 10 days and you have to have a test 3 days prior to entering the United States. Many of y'all ain't gonna see America in a little while. And when you say America, say quarantine. It ain't like the Bahamas. You don't quarantine, you ain't gonna come back in America. You could bet your last dollar on that. So we got a bomb after bomb after bomb drop on Abaco and the Bahamas. Only people that are winning is the people that Darren Henfield, those are giving these contracts to below the table. And if you're a construction worker, anybody that's in my line of work that takes tourists fishing, scuba diving, sailing, taxi, we are in trouble for a long time to come. If that travel ban is not lifted, it's gonna be some rough days. It's already been rough days in Abaco, and it's only because of the F&M government. You ever hear about having the worst government at the worst time in your life? Most of us in Abaco, at my age, supposed to be preparing themselves for retirement. But Hurricane Dorian told me that there's no retirement in my future. That is why I speak. And I see so much hate mail out there. This one's slinging mud, that one's slinging mud. And boy, is the mud coming. But I want the persons out there, both parties, to recognize that Bahamians already know how bad the F&M is. The question is, what is the alternative? What is the solution? Wise up, people. The solution, as far as Kai Mills concerned, is to get a group of people elected to see what best they can do for our country, because we're in trouble as a country, as a people, if all we can do is sling mud every day with no solution. Okay, we know the F&M ain't no good. It don't take no brain scientists to figure that out. We know they ain't no good. But what's the solution? I've only seen one party. I don't know much about them. I'm from Abaco. I went through a storm, still going through a storm, trying to stay out of jail because I speak. I saw Dr. Kevin King. And he's coming up with solutions. He's not paying attention to all the bashing. He sends out leaflets on a solution. Now, whether you buy into that program or not, but I'm listening. I'm hearing him. I'm hearing Lincoln Jones, those. What all Bahamians want are natural resources. How are we going to get it? How are we going to distribute the wealth? We have molten salt down in Niagara for decades. The sun shines all year in the Bahamas, 365 days a year, it shines. And we are not so intelligent, our leaders. You know how much salt they need all over the world? Molten salt doesn't even like the government because they never even say that the salt that they got, that they put molten salt on, was getting in the Bahamas. You know how much other places we could sell salt to? That's one of the natural resources. Tell Bahamians about this. That will be a solution to a country that is absolutely broke. We don't need all the bashing coming up the election. We need solution. One of my friends said, you know what? The Bahamas gonna turn into Sodom and Gomorrah. We are close to that. If we don't have leaders that think outside the box, and Michael Melman, the CEO of Bakers Bay, he said, Kai, your government don't come and negotiate for its people. They come and negotiate for themselves. Anybody got a copy of the heads of agreement that Bakers Bay promised they would do before any homes was erected on Bakers Bay? The beautiful police station, library, school that they were going to put in Gwaunakee proper. Not one block has been laid. Or they were going to give Gwaunakee people water. I don't know if that's happened. They were going to give them electricity. Anybody in government today have looked at the heads agreement and they say, hey, Mike, you promised these stuff. Where's the police station? Where is the library, school, water that you were going to give to Gwaunakee people? Like, who's supposed to remind Bakers Bay of their signed written agreement? Why is Bakers Bay the only company in the Bahamas that has their own electrical plant? Because they're going to give you an excuse of, oh, the government ain't ready there, government ain't got this. But it never supposed to happen. We're going on 15 years and the government haven't collected one electrical bill from Bakers Bay. That is unacceptable. What are we getting besides mediocre employment? I was so proud of my black girls that came to me and said, Kai, we are not going to go back to Bakers Bay to work. We went and got our education. We are putting their family and their lives at risk going on that boat at night with these shallow water captains. But it is disrespectful for us as Bahamian. These are the young, black, beautiful Bahamian women speaking to Kai Mills that we went to college. They said, go to college, knowing that only college prepare you for what most of us already know, the job market. We did that. We came back, and to see that Dr. Livingston Marshall is bringing in expatriates for us to train. Say, Kai, you know, it's so gut wrenching, tearing from the inside, when I have to teach somebody to be my boss, and they're gonna tell me that you're doing a good job, but you don't deserve the perks. You don't deserve, after you get from work, to go in the restaurant, sit at the bar, have a drink with the guests like the white people that work at Baker's Bay that are not Bahamians. We are not good. We cannot, they sent out a memo. No blacks can congregate outside the fence of Baker's Bay at no time. And remember this, if you don't like that, and you don't put Baker's Bay guests before your own interests, the door's there. That means if your child is dying and the guest is calling you, let your child die. The guest is foremost, and only people that matters on Baker's Bay is the guests. The black Negroes here build barriers. If you want to congregate, go behind the barriers. And these are the people that just brought in 200 Mexicans. And the black Bahamians in a black country under 3 black prime ministers in my lifetime has allowed Baker's Bay to keep its people behind the barrier like the slave days of old. There's so much literature. Kai could speak because Kai live it and Kai see it. It's unacceptable to be treated like third-class citizen in our own country. It's one of these Kai Care video, hoping that it touch somebody as I journey through Abaco, that when I'm off the scene, somebody could say, remember that guy Kai Mills? Boy, was he trying. I'm only trying right now because I still have passion. I'm purpose driven, and I want to be the member of parliament, not for the blue plates, but to be the solution to the vexing problems that they have, my black people have inherited because of bad government that sits at the table to give themselves contracts while we are going from paycheck to paycheck. It's unacceptable. Kai Mills want to be the solution to this vexing problem. That's why I care. That's why I'm here. Kai cares.